Good evening on this lovely Saturday evening. It's about 20 degrees here in Hampshire in this lovely woodland. Welcome to the channel. You're watching Daz Outdoors UK. I've literally just set up and it is rather warm, so I've poured myself a refreshment. This is Icebreaker from Green King, a lovely IPA, 4.5%. I discovered these, they do them in Sainsbury's and Tesco the other weekend. So this evening, what do we got? We've got a new pan to try. So I've trialed various pans, various different camps and cooking, different things. So I'm going to share that with you, and hopefully this is going to be the answer to the problems I've had in the past. I'll show you around this lovely spot. Now this spot is somewhere different to where you would normally see me in the forest. Now I did a recce last weekend and I could have kicked myself because I've walked by this, well, walked along the footpath and did not realise beyond the pines this beautiful spot was here. So stay with me and I will share with you my wonderful evening. As promised, let's wander in the camp and show you around what I've discovered last weekend. The surrounding area. I mean, a lot of these trees are still to leave up, but I'm in among the evergreens tonight. Now, I've looked, when I say the root base looks sturdy of these pines, let's tilt that a bit up the sky. I know you can never tell. I mean, leave your comments as to whether I'm taking a risk, but I've looked at it. It looks pretty good, so I'm going to go with it tonight. So I'm out in the Cairngorm 200 trek again. Lovely little tent that is. And yeah, I mean, let's just show you the bit of floor space. You could probably get 2 tents in here. There's a river over there if you did want a water source. So I'd imagine the closer you are to that, as usual, when the heat gets up, the midges come out. You see the sun in the distance, still out. It'll probably set around 7 o'clock tonight, start setting. I don't know what I'll get of that. Probably fall behind the trees before it sets completely. So yeah, this is my spot. I'm just going to angle the camera a bit better. Now, one thing I have noticed in among these pines, there are a few ants on the floor. So I'm zipped up, the inner's zipped up. I don't want those buggers wandering in there. And I'm sure some of these ants are soldier ants. The only reason I know that, because 2 or 3 of the buggers are carrying rifles, but that's another story. Yeah, look, there's one there, right on my pack, on the rain cover of my pack. Actually, whilst I'm talking about the pack, you can't see it. For my early birthday present at the end of this month, I'll be 60. My mum and my stepdad treated me to an Osprey Rook 65, and I've carried it for the first time. I've got the DLX 70 litre, no difference. I like this. It's very, very, very comfortable. But the proof will be in the pudding when I go on up that hill tomorrow. So usual setup in there. Coming out light tonight. I think I'll cook outside tonight. Not got the Trangia tonight. Thought I'd have a change. And the reason for that is because there's a little show and tell. Not entirely. Some of you might have guessed it and seen it before, but we'll get that out later, that pan. And hopefully what I've got on the menu, which is breakfast patés, like Scottish sausage. There's a thing called lamb sausages, but these are different. So I've got breakfast patés, eggs in some brioche buns. Oh, with a slice of cheese. 2 of those, that'll do for me. So yeah, this is where I am. I quite like this. Somewhere different. So I'll bring you back around dinner time. Okay, bit of al fresco dining. So this evening I've decided I've brought out a lovely fire maple pan, non-stick. Now you've seen some of my videos before. I've raved about the titanium. Fantastic. You can use those on an open fire, gas, anywhere you like. But one of my banes, I've used grease-proof paper, parchment paper, baking paper, whatever you want to call it, to try to avoid the hot spot. But with eggs, it doesn't matter what you use, you're absolutely bollocks. Excuse my French. So, I've read some reviews on this fire maple pan. It's got a Teflon coating. I've cooked an egg in the garage at home and it's come out spot on. So this evening, I have, as I may have mentioned earlier, or may not, some breakfast pates in this lovely greaseproof paper to cook with two of those, bit of cheese and some eggs. So, I'll bring you back when it's time to flash these in the pan. Right, let's get back to it. Greaseproof paper on the floor, pate's ready to go. So let's spark up the stove. I can remember where the ignition is. Turn that right down. I've already put a drop of oil in the pan. So whilst that warms through, whilst we wait for that to warm through, we can discuss this pan. Now, many of you may have seen this fire maple non-stick pan before. I've only just discovered it after watching many YouTube reviews, and I decided, because it's meant to be a lot thicker, hard anodized aluminium, and with a Teflon coating non-stick surface. Now, I went on a camp recently, 3-4 videos back, with a friend of mine, and I was using a Boundless Voyager pan, titanium, and I asked, could I borrow your non-stick Boundless Voyager? And my friend said, yeah, absolutely. Well, I cooked some sausages in there, and without success, because the sausages stuck as they would do in a normal titanium pan. So I've exhausted my efforts with pans. So I'm now going to try this fire maple non-stick with a bit of Teflon. So let's get the first couple of pates in with a bit of oil. Now, you meant to cook these from frozen, but last night I did get them out. So when they're ready to flip and the eggs go in, I'll bring you back. Right, so I flipped these and it's time for the eggs. Let's give it a go. One side, second one the other side. So let's see how this pan performs. And you can see all looks good. Hopefully you can see. Let me bring the camera a little bit closer. Okay, so the breakfast pates have been flipped, the eggs have gone in, and when it's time to serve, I will bring you back. Now, I'm very impressed with how everything is cooking. The test will be, or the proof will be in the pudding when I get those eggs out and the breakfast pates out, and see how much crap's on the Teflon coated non-stick pan from Fire Maple. Hopefully all will be good, but I'm looking forward to these. Bit unconventional, that, isn't it? Saturday night having a breakfast, well, not a sausage and egg McMuffin, but like brioche rolls, eggs, bit of cheese, and some breakfast pates. Beautiful. Washed down with an icebreaker IPA. Okay, so there's my dinner. Okay, bit of cheese. You can't see the pate under there. Egg on the top. But look at the pan. Look at that. Hey? Hey? I've just got to wipe that out. Look at it. Wipe that out. Chuck that on there. Let's give you a proper show of that. I mean, like, look at that. Fire Maple. Hey? Teflon coated non-stick pan. Don't use it on an open fire. I'm well chuffed with that. No hot spot. So what did I think of the Fire Maple non-stick frying pan? Teflon coated. You guys have probably seen this before. Handle folds flush. You'll be packed away nicely and then locks into place. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. It just needed a wipe out. The eggs didn't stick. The breakfast pates didn't stick. So I will definitely be using this again. There's absolutely no hot spot. It's a little bit thicker, a little bit more weight. But for me, using this or testing this in the field, Fire Maple, Teflon coated non-stick frying pan, is an absolute winner. In terms of enjoying the rest of your camp, not having to faff about doing additional scrubbing and washing up. However, my titanium pans I will bring out if I'm using them over open fire. I've still got a pot there that I use for water. But yeah, all good. Fantastic. So here I am inside the tent for a bit of Saturday night cinema. And tonight I should be watching on something I've downloaded on Amazon Prime, something called Gunner. Absolutely no idea what it's like, but we'll see. Charlie and Xavier, if you're sat up watching this, it's past your bedtime. I sincerely hope somebody is reading you a story about Chib, Chubs and Cubs, so please get to bed. But everybody else watching, yeah, as I say, it was a lovely evening after I've had dinner using my Fire Maple non-stick pan. Didn't get dark till about 8:15 in the forest, so now it's time to kick back in my Highlander chair, chill out and relax for a movie. Catch you later. Good morning, and what a beautiful morning it is this morning. Sun is just up, which I'll show you in a minute. 7:30, just having boiling some water for a nice cup of tea, and yeah, we'll slowly pack away. But let me show you the sun peeping its head through the trees. Absolutely beautiful. Up over there, look, let's bring you back a bit and hopefully do it some justice. Right through there. Beautiful. All the birds chirping in the trees. What a way to wake up. Let's go and have that cup of tea. Well, that's another camp over. This newfound camp spot, which I thoroughly enjoyed. I'd imagine in the coming weeks all these ferns will grow up, be a lot more pretty. So for now, brings this camp to an end. So I'm going to venture out of here. I may bring you along for the exit journey back. Let's see how we go. But in the meantime, thanks very much for joining me on this adventure. You're watching Daz Outdoors UK, and I'll see you next time round.